So what is causing so much buying pressure on Nvidia today? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions, and that's the question that I began asking myself when Nvidia went from lows of 115 per share all the way to highs of 121. And to be completely honest, I don't know if I have the answer because this news of everything it is that everyone continues to try to point to is all old news or nothing that's too significant. So one of the news that came out yesterday, this is September 23rd, is that Alibaba stock surges on new Nvidia partnership with Alibaba. So Nvidia announces recently that they are collaborating with an advanced autonomous driving solution for the Chinese automaker using artificial intelligence. So could that potentially be it? Maybe. But when you go ahead and pay attention to the actual stock itself, I mean, this thing randomly started to skyrocket right around, what is that? An hour and a half after the market opened. I think it's extremely overbought. I think it's extremely overvalued within a short period of time. And I already announced it to my LPP team. I was long on Nvidia, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did sell early. I do have FOMO, no question about it. But although I wasn't able to catch it on the way up, I'm always able to catch it on the way down. That being said, I do have an open short position, and I will be doubling my short position if we enter an active sell-off. This thing is screaming overbought, not just Nvidia, but the overall NASDAQ market. As you guys could see, that it's extremely overbought within a short period of time. One thing that, again, I love to remind people is any reaction tends to be an overreaction in this market. Again, I can't predict the future. I'm not going to pretend like I can. I can be completely wrong when it comes down to this. But when I see that all the news that's coming out is, oh, could it be that Jensen, the CEO, sold $713 million worth of a stock and now he's done selling? Well, if you know anything about that, you know that he discloses his trade plan. This is not a surprise. Everyone knew that he was going to be selling up to that specific dollar amount. So is it just because he's done that now it's skyrocketing because he had up until next year to actually sell? Well, we knew that was going to happen. So why would that be any new news? Taiwan Semi secure 7.5 billion boost for Arizona expansion. That's for a completely different company. And even the company itself, TSM, which is Taiwan Semiconductor, is actually not even up that much. They did rally, but I'm sure that's just because of Nvidia's move. And Nvidia is up much more than that. So again, I see this thing to be a huge red flag. If you actually pay attention to what was released today, you would know that the consumer sentiment actually came out much lower than what was expected. We had a consensus or expectation of 103.9. The previous was 105.6. We came in at 98.7. Right away when that news came out, markets dropped. Not just Nvidia dropped, but if you pay attention to the NASDAQ market, there was an instant sell-off because remember, that was 30 minutes after the market opened. We initially sold off. That was bad news. Everyone is lacking confidence in our economy. That's what was just reported, at least for the month of September. And guess what? Then all of a sudden, we begin to see this thing rally. Again, all I'm here to remind you is to maybe just be cautious, maybe just be careful. I don't expect you guys to short Nvidia because I know a lot of you guys don't short. I know a lot of you guys don't want to short in general, and I love that. It is much more risky. I just want you to be mindful of your position at these overbought levels, that you do your part in taking profits or reducing position when it makes sense to you, or you can continue to hold if you think that you still see more upside potential. But nonetheless, I wanted to provide you with what I know so far, and that's there is no news that I can actually find out of the three that we just listed that would justify this random rally within a very short period of time. I see it to be somewhat of a trap, and we'll see if the lower lows actually end up presenting themselves so I can double my short position and make more money if and only if Nvidia actually continues to drop. I'll make sure that I keep you guys posted, especially if you're part of my LPP team. I'll be posting my trade updates there. And if you ever want to tune on into my daily live trading sessions, that's the second link in the description down below. You could sign up by today and watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. And I hope to see you then at market open. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.